You know those small things you barely notice yourself doing every day? Imagine if you could tweak them just a little and change your entire life. Sounds powerful, right? Today, we're talking about Atomic Habits by James Clear, a book that's become a favorite for anyone looking to create real, lasting change. And honestly, it's worth it, because this isn't just another Think Positive manual. It's a clear, smart guide for anyone who wants better results without having to completely overhaul their life overnight. Whether you're trying to get fit, write more, build a business, or just be more present with your family, this book is for you. At its heart, Atomic Habits teaches us that real change doesn't come from huge decisions, but from tiny, daily improvements, what James calls the atomic habits. So, let's start simple. The main idea is small habits, when repeated consistently, lead to remarkable results. Think of it like compounding interest in a bank account. You may not notice the growth after a week or even a month, but give it a year, and the results are massive. James Clear reminds us that we don't rise to the level of our goals, we fall to the level of our systems. In other words, it's not about setting the biggest, boldest goals. It's about creating a system that naturally leads you there. One thing that stands out is how James shifts the focus from outcomes to identity. Most people set goals like, I want to run a marathon, or I want to lose 20 pounds. But he says the real key is to focus on who you want to become. Instead of aiming to run a marathon, think of yourself as becoming a runner. Instead of wanting to lose weight, think, I am a healthy person. When your habits are a reflection of your identity, they stick. Another powerful idea James shares is about the 4-step pattern every habit follows: cue, craving, response, and reward. First, there's a cue, something that triggers your brain to initiate the behavior. Then comes the craving, the motivation behind the behavior. Next is the response, the actual behavior you perform. Finally, there's the reward, the payoff that reinforces the habit in the future. Understanding these steps helps you design better habits and break bad ones. And James makes it very practical with what he calls the 4 laws of behavior change. Make it obvious, make it attractive, make it easy, and make it satisfying. Let's talk about making it obvious. If you want to read more, leave a book on your pillow. If you want to eat healthier, put the fruits and veggies at the front of your fridge. We're not relying on willpower here. We're shaping the environment around us to support who we want to become. Then, making it attractive. Habit stacking is a great method here. Pairing a habit you want to build with one you already enjoy. Like, after you brew your morning coffee, you spend 2 minutes writing in your journal. The reward system in your brain loves this pairing and naturally craves it. Next is making it easy. James says it's not about doing more. It's about doing less, but more consistently. If your goal is to work out, start with putting on your sneakers. That's it. Build the habit of just showing up first. He calls this the 2-minute rule. Scale down habits to just 2 minutes to start, because once you're in motion, it's easier to keep going. And finally, make it satisfying. Give yourself an immediate reward. Cross it off a checklist, or simply feel the pride of keeping a promise to yourself. The brain needs to feel good immediately after the behavior to reinforce it. One quote that really captures the spirit of Atomic Habits is this: every action you take is a vote for the type of person you wish to become. Think about that. Every small decision, to skip a workout, to make a healthy meal, to send a kind message, is a little vote for your future self. Now, to bring this home, let's look at a real example. Think about someone like Sarah, a busy professional who wanted to write a book but could never find the time. Instead of setting a big goal like, I'll write 500 words every day, she used James's methods. First, she made it obvious by keeping her notebook and pen on her desk where she could see them. She made it attractive by brewing a cup of her favorite tea before she wrote. She made it easy by setting a tiny initial target. Just write 1 sentence a day. And she made it satisfying by marking a big red X on her calendar for each day she wrote something. Over months, 1 sentence turned into a paragraph, a page, then chapter after chapter. A year later, she had her book finished, all by building a simple, sustainable system. Another brilliant thing James touches on is how habits can compound both for you or against you. Tiny bad habits add up just like good ones. Skipping one workout isn't a big deal, but skipping for months? It shows. Checking your phone first thing in the morning isn't disastrous, but doing it every day trains your brain to crave distraction. Being aware of the direction your habits are leading you is crucial, and it's not about being perfect. James emphasizes the idea of never miss twice. Everyone slips up, but missing 2 days in a row? That's when a new habit starts to crack. So if you miss a workout, no big deal. Just get back on track the next day. It's about consistency, not perfection. One more powerful reminder James offers is that you don't have to be perfect to be successful. You just have to be good enough most of the time. A slight improvement every day, even just 1%, can lead to incredible changes over time. So if there's one thing you take away today, let it be this. Don't wait for motivation. Don't chase massive overnight changes. Focus on small, consistent actions. Design your environment to support your goals. Tie your habits to the person you want to be. And remember, it's those tiny wins, stacked up over time, that build extraordinary results. Start small. Stay steady. Trust the process. Stay tuned with your learning partner and share with your friends.